what's different about what they're doing versus what you're doing? And I'm not saying that your competition you should look at. I'm just curious on, why should I, if I'm a trainer and I want to get into this space because I'm passionate about dogs, and I think you have to absolutely,
yes,
like this is an industry, if you get into it just for money, you'll never connect with people because dogs are like family.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So I think you got to have a passion. So if someone's looking at it, why should they choose your program versus anyone else?
Yeah. Oh.
Well, we don't know if I'm not sure if there's I think there's a couple other companies that, or at least one other person that's doing, putting in, helping people with marketing and stuff like that.
Right.
But I think what's different about ours is that we're putting everything in. We're not just marketing. We're not just sales, teaching dog trainers how to sell. We're teaching dog trainers how to sell, how to market, how to brand, how to systemize.
Yes,
You have the overall ecosystem.
Yeah.
Yes, the whole ecosystem. Yep. So that like anyone, like someone that is just like wanting to be a dog trainer can enroll. And they know exactly what to do. And they are super lucky because they don't have to really make any mistakes. I don't want to say they're never going to make a mistake, but it's super easy. Or the companies that were like Jason was when I met him, like, why is things not getting better? Because that's what it was. I'm putting all this effort in. Why aren't things blowing up? Like my results are good, right? So those people that are just like hitting that wall, now it's like, here's the information, and not just the information, but this is exactly step by step how to do it. We like hold your hand and we make sure that you get there. And honestly, like their success is our success because we want to change how the industry is, like the fundamentals and this, like I was saying, or you were saying earlier, like everyone's closed off. And, typically if you were just to go do a course with somebody, they're going to give you, let's say, 85% of the picture, but leave that rest out because I don't want you to know more than me.
Yeah.
I don't want you to take my information and I don't want you to become better than me. So a lot of these courses that people do, they give enough information, but not the whole picture because they don't want you taking that and doing better than them. Here we're like, okay, these are everything, the step by step, but we know works. And exactly what you need to do. This is 100% the information. We don't hold anything back because it does a disservice to our programs if it doesn't work, right? Like we need people to be successful in this and we need to change that mindset and have dog trainers working together. Like I don't want to have a problem working with another dog trainer or even their style because there's a bunch of different dog training styles out there. It doesn't even matter what your style is. This will work for you. That's what I like about it.
And not only do we just give you the program, but we're going to coach you through for the next, few months and to make sure you're doing it. And we're going to be on you. Do this, do this, do this. Did you get this done? Did you get this done? And you know what? And alluding to what Jenna said is giving everybody 100% of what we have because we're not afraid. We want them. We want people. If you can do better than us, do it. Please.
The reality is and some are going to do better than you guys, and you're going to learn from them and incorporate what they have, which makes your industry better. Yeah. So have you read the Blue Ocean Strategy? So
I know of it. I haven't read it all, but
you'll love that. Yeah. So I guess my question, this is based on that book, like what has been broken about your industry that no one has addressed that you guys are focused on addressing and solving for people so that way it improves the industry as a whole?
I would say it's taking what people perceive as a dog training business and turning it into an actual business. So like people don't fully understand system and processes and client management and customer service, like that kind of stuff. So our knowledge that we have over the years, over what I had with another $1 million company, like treating our dog training businesses like that. Like people aren't doing that right now. They're just, I think the big problem is people are starting dog training businesses because they don't really like people. They really like working with dogs. So now they have something going against them because actually people are the most important part of the business, right? So they're set back because they don't have the skill set of how to, work with those problems and those things that come up with working with people and their dogs, right? So giving people that knowledge, and like I want it to be where like you Google how to become a dog trainer and it's like this is the university course, right? That's why we call it Arsenault Canine University. This is the university course that's going to get you from here. You're enrolling, you're a newbie to, hey, you're running, a multi 6, 7, 8 figure dog training business. because the money's there to
that is crazy. And I always look at, I like educating people about money and assets and how money works, because that's the game you have to play. If you don't learn how to play it, then you just lose the game because you don't understand it. So it's so fascinating for me to hear your story about how you're taking an industry that has been very, very set in its ways, and you're saying, hey, we're gonna incorporate all these things. And dog, you wouldn't think of like dog trainers. I'm gonna go on social media and I'm gonna do all these things. And that's where I think you could carve out a niche. And there's really no one doing what you're doing, because you said there's a company focused on the marketing aspect of like, hey, you're a dog trainer that's having success. Here's how you market it, but they're not putting all the business pieces together. Because here's the way I look at it. If you go and market, you get more customers, but you don't have the scales and systems in place, then you're going to deliver a bad experience. And then whatever extra business that you get is going to go down the toilet because you can't deliver. Yeah. Exactly. That sound pretty accurate?
Yeah, totally.
Nice.
No, I know. And there's all these, these different components to the business, right? A little tidbit for people listening, if they do, this works for any business, not just dog training, but, we utilize like a red light, green light, or red light, yellow light, green light theory. So basically breaking down, so it kind of goes into what you said, like you have your sales, department, let's say, you have your marketing, you have your delivery, you have operations. So that would be like your systems and your processes, and then your finances, right? And we use this like red, yellow, green light theory of like, okay, let's go through all the tasks or everything that is involved in that department. And where are they? Like green light is like 100% perfect. We're good. We're happy. That's flowing. Happy. Yellow is like, there's room for improvement. Right. And then red is like, it doesn't exist or it's bad. Yep. Right. So just, if you break down those components in your business and you start looking at it, now you got, okay, I see where my red and my yellows are and my green. And you start focusing on like, okay, we're going to pick these goals, and on, sales, our sales is super red, but our delivery is green. Okay, we need to up our sales, but we still need to pay attention to the delivery, like you said, because that needs to match, right? Like, so people need to understand that whole picture. If they don't understand all of that, then something is going to give, and it's constantly, adjusting as you need. It's never like, oh, you just do that and you're going to be fine forever. Like, good luck. Great. You have to evolve. So.
The goal is never to be all green. The goal is never to be all green, because you never want to be able to be settled and equal. You always want to have, always want to have improvements somewhere.
And that's where the dog trainer to CEO. Yeah. So who came up with the concept of doing that? And then you build a whole educational platform? How many students are going through it right now?
Well, this goes exactly to who we are. So I originally wanted to start a dog training school, where I train trainers, right? So I have done that. I've had a school and I've trained some trainers that have gone, learned how to be a dog trainer. But then her, having her background and brain, decided, let's take this further and let's just teach them how to do the whole thing. Okay. Right. So this is all about to be launched.
Amazing. So we're seeing the beginning stages, which is incredible, because you've had success in the space, and now you're like, okay, we're gonna teach the roadmap, which I think is a natural part. Like, you have certain success and you have a system that works that's different than everybody else. Why not coach to it? No, and
you can look and see, hey, we've done it. Like, it's not like we're just saying, hey, come follow us. Like, this is what our brains thought and it's cool. It's like, no, we implement this. We have locations that are going off these systems that are successful. Like, we have dog trainers working for us, like bringing in 10, 12, 15K a month, like Canadian. Yep. Just to be real, but you know what I mean? Like that is life changing. And we heard, oh, you're just a dog trainer. You're going to be a dog trainer. Yeah. Wait till you start seeing her paychecks and you'll be like, man, I think I might want to. I
don't know. I love dogs. I wouldn't mind being a dog trainer. I'm intrigued. I'm thinking about who could invest in this business.
Yeah.
Well, one of the trainers we helped, she was a mortician before.
Wow.
And now she's
went to school and did all that.
And then now she said she's making more than she ever did as a mortician.
Yeah. And morticians do pretty well.
Yeah.
If you enjoyed what you saw, like, share, comment, and forward to someone that this will bring value to. Thank you so much for all the support. We appreciate it.